What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Restart CBD and THC, emphasis on the THC today, YouTube channel. It is a very special time. Last video, we launched the Sunny's beverage line, which is our line of lemonades, pink lemonade, limeade. Also, I hinted at the end a little bit of something with our dosed THC sweet tea. And today we're gonna actually combine the two into an Arnold Palmer. And if you've never heard of it, I'm gonna go through a little bit of the history, where it originated, and we're gonna make it together. So because I had to look it up, I know what an Arnold Palmer is, but I didn't really know where it came from or how it came about. So essentially the Arnold Palmer is a beverage. So for those who don't know, that is pretty much half sweet tea and half lemonade or iced tea, whatever tea you wanna use. It's a non-alcoholic beverage that combines iced tea and lemonade. The name refers to the professional American golfer, Arnold Palmer. So this is a golf drink. I don't golf, but I'm pretty sure we can enjoy this together. He was known to often request and drink this beverage combination. Some attribute the invention of the beverage to the golfer. They also are there's also alcoholic versions of this. People add vodka, tequila, whatever they want to it. Today, you don't need to add anything because it's already infused and dosed with THC, which is the best part. Which is then when you add alcohol to, it's called a John Daly. So if you're familiar in the alcohol world, that is what it is called, and you can order that. In 2012, an ESPN 30 for 30 Shorts documentary was produced on the drink, featuring Palmer, beverage experts, a group of PGA golfers, and comedian Will Arnett, discussing the drink's history and popularity. In the film, Palmer attributes the spreading of the drink's name to an incident in which a woman copied his ordering the drink at lunch after a long day of designing a golf course in Palm Springs during the late 1960s, saying that I'll have that Arnold Palmer drink too. Okay, this is where it gets interesting because there is actually a ratio that's involved. It's 3 parts tea to 1 part lemonade. In the last video, I said you can kind of spice it up and do what you will with it, which is either doing half and half, 1 to 3, whatever it may be, which you still can, but if you want to do it properly, 3 parts tea, 1 part lemonade, okay? So according to a waitress in Augusta National Golf Club, Palmer, I cannot say his last name. According to a waitress in Augusta National Golf Club, Palmer ordered his namesake beverage by saying, I'll have a Mr. Palmer. Could you imagine being that cool and collected and being like, I'll take my own beverage? I'll have a Sydney. I'll have a Miss Tarabi. That's the goal in life, but with THC. Mr. Palmer should never have to order the drink named after him, wrote a former Snack Shack employee about the club's rules. So essentially they just like bring him to him whenever he arrives because it's his favorite beverage. It's even better. You don't even have to order it. So that is exactly what we're doing today. I am obviously going to be using a few of our new beverage lines. These are the sweet tea and the lemonade. Now, typically it's made with unsweet tea, but we all know sweet tea is better. So that's what we're gonna use today. It's gonna be a nice little kick of sweetness, a little bit of tartness, and dosed to absolute perfection. The beauty of this too is that they are both the same milligrams per mil. They're 50 milligrams in the whole bottle. So when you're dosing this, you don't really have to do any math involved, just making sure that you're measuring to the right little Texas or the right little sun so that you know how many, don't do that. So you know how many milligrams you're actually consuming. Now, based on these beverages, because they're so concentrated, I mean, you could honestly do the 3 parts this to 1 part this and have some lemonade left over, use a whole of this and do a couple parts of this. Girl math, you know what I mean? I don't know, that's like a whole TikTok thing right now, but we're gonna open these up, crack them open, pour them a cup, and taste it together. And if you actually have these at home, you can do it with me. So let's go there. All right, so this is nothing fancy. You're gonna get your cup here. You're gonna get your Sunny's lemonade, and you're also going to get your Restart Texas sweet tea. From there, I am gonna fill this with ice afterwards just so I can measure it properly. You also, if you really wanna be accurate, you can use one of these to measure out the liquid. So that's what we're gonna do today, just for, you know, science sake. So it says 3 parts sweet tea. So if I'm gonna do 3 parts sweet tea, I'm gonna do 3 quarters of a cup. After I pour it in here too, the rest that is left over, I would say it's right around 15 milligrams. So it's right up in here. So knowing that 50 minus 15, as I do math in my head, girl math, is 35. So right now there's 35 milligrams of tea in here. I'm gonna fill my cup with ice now that we're measuring it out properly. Ice is filled. We're gonna pour our tea. I hope this fits. Oop. This is gonna be a close call. And then we're gonna do a quarter cup of our Sunny's lemonade. 3/4 tea, 1/4 lemonade. And a quarter goes just about to, again, that 10, 15 milligrams. If you're gonna be really, really accurate with it, you can use a measuring cup. But if you are just in it for the taste, the flavor, you're good to go. That's an Arnold Palmy, y'all. I don't know why I just call it Arnold Palmy. You have a little bit left over, so if you really wanted to, you could also just combine these two and just have like an even more intense lemonade flavor with a little bit of tea in it. But like I said, for today's video, we have our dose Arnold Palmer. I'm gonna give it a stir and we're gonna give it a taste. And cheers. Okay, I have the dose Arnold Palmer here. Something too, obviously this is a lot of milligrams of cannabis, something that I cannot consume in one sitting. There's no freaking way. You can put this in little shot glasses for you and your friends. You can actually just dose it out based on a shot size if you want. You could, use a regular lemonade versus a dose lemonade or vice versa. But today, since we're going big, we're not going home, or we are gonna be home. We're home here. We're gonna sit on the couch probably after this. We're doing both dose beverages. Whoa, that's good. Arnold Palmer's onto something, y'all. It's essentially, if you've ever had tea with lemon, it's like that, but way better, because the lemonade brings like a little bit extra sweetness. The tea is really doing its tea thing. I don't know, I'm doing a really bad describing this, but if you feel like sweet tea is just like too sweet on its own and you need a little bit of a kick, the lemonade's a great addition because it makes it tart. It makes it a little bit more like palatable, if you will. I don't know, it's just like a really classic beverage. Imagine you on the golf course with little Arnold Palmer in hand, like someone just over here, hole in one. And that is the video. If you want to go ahead and just make it really easy on yourself, you can also just combine the two beverages together, put it in its own little unique container and just keep it in your fridge and pour out little shots whenever you want it. There are some really unique opportunities here to get the most out of your products and not just consume one, but start combining them and making it yours. So I would love to hear if you try this super freaking easy recipe, stupid easy. I just poured things in a cup at home. Let us know how it tastes, what ratio you do, if you know who Arnold Palmer is, if you knew this before this video, and what your thoughts are. I'm always curious. Last little bit, I always have to mention, you can get these beverages online at restartcbd.com. We ship all over the US, and you can also get them locally for curbside pickup or stop in our shop Monday through Saturday. We're open 10 a.m. to 7. No extended hours. Cheers, and see you in the next video. Bye.